I have people come up to me all the time. In fact, I had a lady come up to me today, and she has an infection in her left foot. And she thanked me for laying hands on her because she was under the distinct impression that she was going to have a toe amputated. And she was very, very, and obviously so, very distraught. You know, people like that lady, and another gentleman came up to me today, and I laid hands on him because he has cancer. Somebody else came up to me. I've got scores of people messaging me, asking me to pray for them. And I want to cover something that might seem kind of strange to you, but it's very, very important, especially for people who want to get healed. I was talking to the Lord today, and he said to me, "Don't worry about people who don't believe you, Dean, because when I sent my son and he was healing the sick, the lame were walking, the blind could see, they didn't believe him either." Let me explain something. There are two kinds of knowledge in this world. If you're in college, it's safe to say that the knowledge that you've received from chemistry and biology and mechanics and what have you, it's safe to say that any kind of research, scientific research, that knowledge that you're being taught comes through the five senses: seeing, tasting, hearing, smelling, feeling. Our bodies have been kind of a laboratory in which the research work has been done. But sense knowledge, things that you are able to discern through seeing and tasting and hearing and smelling and feeling, that is a limited knowledge. Sense knowledge cannot discover my love for my wife. It can't find, not unless it sees it, not unless it hears it, not unless it can touch it. It can't find God. Sense knowledge. Sense knowledge can't find the origin of matter. Sense knowledge cannot find the origin of life. There's another kind of knowledge, though, that has come to us through revelation and the Bible. This kind of knowledge, many people deny because they can't see it, they can't taste it, they can't use their five senses in order to obtain that knowledge. That is called, Bible knowledge is called revelation knowledge. Revelation knowledge brings us in contact with the Creator. It explains the why of creation. Sense knowledge can't do that. Revelation knowledge, Bible knowledge, explains why God created man. Sense knowledge can't explain that. And I hate to say this, but I have to. The unhappy fact is that sense knowledge has gained the supremacy in the church. There should be no reservation on anybody's part when they're sick to go to a priest, to go to a rabbi, to go to a minister, and have them lay hands on them. There are specific instructions in the Bible on how to do that. Since knowledge has gained the ascendancy in the church and in seminary and in theological schools, sense knowledge has created, it comes number one in many of these institutions. And you see, sense knowledge could not understand how Jesus could lay hands on the sick and they would be healed. Sense knowledge cannot understand how I can lay hands on the sick and they will be healed. Why? Because they can't feel it, they can't sense it, they can't touch it. But I tell you something, that woman today who came in and almost had her toe amputated, she knows what revelation knowledge is. The person who's blind and can see now knows what revelation knowledge is. Can't explain it. It's spiritual knowledge. It's revelation knowledge. Don't disbelieve the Bible. God is telling me that some of you right now will not believe the Bible because you can't prove things physically. The Bible is a spiritual book, and the mind cannot understand spiritual things. Only the heart. You want a miracle? Go to the Bible. Believe everything it says. Go to John 14:12, which is my favorite verse, and see how Jesus gave me permission to lay hands on the sick and see them recover. It's a wonderful life to live in miracles. And I hope that you will open that Bible and see for yourself. God bless you. I love you. This is Pastor Dean. See you tomorrow.